Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm sitting in my backyard because I've been doing lots of cooking and I needed to cool down. So I just wanted to talk to you today about post-op regret. Someone putting their bins out right behind me. Nice. So I wanted to talk to you about post-op regret and the feelings that can come up when you are post-op. And I've read a lot of comments from people online who, someone might say on a forum, "Does anyone ever regret this?" And no one ever says, "Yeah, it's awful," or "Yeah, you can't eat anything for ages." Everyone's always very positive, and as you know, if you've been following me, I try to cover both the negative and the positive aspects of the gastric sleeve surgery. So yesterday, I was in the city in Melbourne, ordered some chicken teriyaki on rice, which I thought would be fine. I've had rice there before, and it went down fine, and I've been eating little bits of chicken for probably a couple of weeks now. But yeah, I think, about a tablespoon in, and it was just painful. I had to go upstairs and throw up. Japanese food in reverse isn't as delicious as you would think. So I became really confused and upset, and I'm just really flat because the thing that most people don't tell you with gastric sleeve surgery is that meat, unless it's sort of slow cooked or mulched up in a smoothie, puree I should say, you can't really go and eat meat for a long time. And being quite a big meat eater, that's sort of been kind of confronting and challenging. Eating something you would normally eat pre-op and then eating it post-op, and it causing you a lot of pain and distress, I suppose, but also just making me feel really flat. So for the rest of the night, last night, I was really sort of upset and regretting my surgery, regretting not having my old stomach, and just, I guess, wanting to feel normal again. But, as my partner says, the smart thing to remember is that it's permanent and I can't change it, and I'm sure there'll be a time eventually where I will, see myself in a much smaller clothing size and really appreciate the fact that I was able to have the surgery at this point in my life. But yeah, at the moment I am feeling lots of regret. I think it stems from confusion with food. I mean, some days I am, I had a chicken wrap at a school function the other day, and, I ate it slowly, but it went down fine, and then I eat some chicken in a restaurant and end up vomiting. So there is a lot of confusion with the surgery. You've just really got to take things day by day. You might be able to eat, a piece of toast one day, and the next day you throw up from it, or it causes you really bad chest pain. It's just something that you have to learn to deal with. And for me, I think psychologically that's been really confusing and really hard to deal with. And yeah, it does really make you miss being normal and, watching people eat normally in front of you and not struggle and not be in pain or not feel nauseated. It's hard to watch sometimes, and it is a part of the gastric sleeve post-op journey that you have to deal with. Some people out there are lucky and they don't experience this kind of thing, but I guess from a psychological perspective, If you already have depression and something makes you upset, it's really hard to get out of that hole and move on. Anyway, so on a happier note, today a group of friends and my partner and we went to my friend's new cafe in Brunswick. It's been on the news a bit, which is fantastic publicity for her. It's called Handsome Her. It's in Brunswick if you want to check it out. So I had this vegan, what was it? Oh, it was like shredded jackfruit on this sort of brioche bun thing, and it tasted exactly like pulled pork, except without the sort of dry, chest-hurting factor. And it was really delicious. So, yeah, I think because it didn't have meat in it, or dairy or anything that normally would get stuck, it was a really nice experience. Just socially as well, like hanging out with friends and getting to eat normally. And then I took half of it home, so it was a good food experience. And then for lunch, I had a piece of gluten-free toast and an egg and some bacon and avocado, which was a lot of food. I'm still really full from it. But at first it was quite painful, but then I just took it slow, and it ended up being quite nice. So, you have wins sometimes, and that's a positive. And, I didn't get the word endure tattooed on me for nothing. I am someone who fights for what they believe in. It's my cat scratching the furniture inside. Anyway, also, my partner Kayla, she is so thoughtful and lovely and always supportive, and surprised me today with a slow cooker, because I've been really struggling with food, and I am still on soft foods, and that just speaks volumes for her as a person and for our relationship in general. Just really just being there for each other and doing little things to help each other through. I think that's really important as well. Just having a support person or relative you can talk to when you're down, it's just it's life-changing. So I'm making like a slow-cooked beef stew type thing, and then I'm going to put it in the oven, put some sweet potato and cheese on top, so it's going to be like a cottage pie, so I'm pretty excited for that. And I also made a satay tofu and some snack-size fruit and yogurts, natural yogurt. Don't like sugary yogurt, it's not good. And packed myself this Mexican bean dip that I make that goes down really well. It's basically just refried beans, cheese from a jar that you heat up, and then you put salsa on it. It's amazing. And if you're not post-op, or if you are post-op and you can eat carrots, it's amazing with carrot sticks. So, getting organised is helping me a lot, and just distracting myself and making sure when I am eating that I'm eating really slowly, and remembering that it's a slow process. I'm nearly only 5 weeks post-op. I have lost 13 kilos, so I'm pretty proud of that. It's not an overnight process, and it's definitely not easy. So if anyone tells you that it's the easy way out, tell them to watch this video, because I can tell you it's not easy. I mean, yeah, for me it's easier than diet and exercise, because mentally those things I've been doing since I was in grade 3 just really screw me up in the head and are not good for me. So this is my journey and my process, and I hope I can be support and information for people, because that's what I was looking for when I was I'm wondering what it would be like. Anyway, I have hat hair, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. Perhaps I'll be in a bit more of a smiley mood next video, but just keeping it real. Bye for now.